It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action, Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Goodson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
They go play action with Willis.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let it put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
first down, right back to Hall.
No way.
And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Come on, man. That bullshit. How this nigga behind the fucking line?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us 3-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted it.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run the counter. Goodson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, here's Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Willis now off of play action. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Herbert back to the air. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Herbert now. Man open. That's
Jesus Christ, I had that pick, man.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come it through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point gain is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Willis now off play action. It's
Why not keep dropping the ball, man?
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
You want to give it to me. I know you do.
Start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down.
Why is everybody
He's going to let
blitzing?
it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To the air again, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 2nd and 13. Willis. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Here's Willis, third and long. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, here's Herbert. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take
Come
this
on,
to the
man. Who the fuck is that guy?
Catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
Come on,
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
What?
Almost
Oh my
intercepted,
God.
but it's incomplete.
Come
Not
on.
a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
What the fuck is y'all
Well, a
doing?
momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard
Give me
line
that
after a
nigga
gain
right
of
there,
6.
bro.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Mims. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And check down, complete to Hall. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. John Franklin Myers, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They go play action with Willis. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth quarter now. The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball again on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as
how's
he
that not a
releases
fumble,
it,
though, man?
And that'll fall incomplete.
Come
I think he
on.
unloaded that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his man. It's Arcega Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. Arcega Whiteside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this for the quarter. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Had his hands on it.
You gotta rush 3, nigga. I just D-line and follow him, bro.
Rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm cutting this bitch ass.
Go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah,
No
it's
reason
cut,
not
nigga.
to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. To throw again on second down. Willis, he's going to let it fly. And this throw will be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And this is taken in at the 5. The Jets advance